Hi, this is Steve Walton with Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Today we're going to take a look at this residential patio. And so there's going to be the patio is existing. Let's just go ahead and look at the image here the customer sent me. So there's an existing patio. We've got a doorway over here and doorway over here. And where this railing is here, it's going to be opened up here and extended a little bit further. So this will be an access point there. Going back to the drawing, you can see that I've provided this access point here. There's going to be a barbecue section over here, staircase going down one level. So primarily I brought all that up because of the fact that because these are access points, we probably won't occupy these like a seating area. So we won't be so concerned about heating up this space here. And it shows here on the drawing there's might be a possibility of a TV set being placed over here, so we'll take a look at that. Also, these beams aren't they're placed uniformly between the space here, according to this back area here, I should say. So we got the 4 posts back here, but that might change drastically. I'm not quite sure. There is a window here, and the drawing shows possibly the post being offset somehow. So that may also come into play about where the placement of these heaters go. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and look at the overall dimensions of the patio. So we have an 18-foot by 16-foot deep. The 16-foot deep goes all the way to this exterior wall back here. And we have a 8-foot 4-inch to the bottom of this beam and a 12-foot to the bottom of this beam here, which I think this was a 6 by 12 beam here. In any case, I think that's all the major dimensions that we're concerned with. And yeah, so let's get rid of this one here. Whoops. Okay, so the first recommendation I would have would be to place, let's go back here, place the heaters in this type of configuration. These are 6,000 watt units, so they're dual elements. You can either use the W series or the C series. The C series is a little bit lower profile and has more of an arch to it. In any case, the reason I picked out this particular model is because of the installation height. The installation height here would be roughly about 10 feet 4 inches off the ground, and that'll allow for a very even flow throughout the patio. If you look at the dimensions of the heater placement themselves, you can see that I have from the outside edge, I have the center of the heater at 5 feet 6 inches, and from center of heater to center of heater, and this is based off the center of the patio. This is 8 foot 9 inches, roughly 8 foot 10 inches, you might say. So that would give you a nice even flow throughout this whole space. You can see over here, we're not hitting the walkway area whatsoever. We could put some more units in. We could move these 2 heaters over a bit so that they maybe line up with this these trusses beams coming across here, but that would be up to the customer. You can see that we'll be missing a couple of feet of heated space on this outside edge if we do that, and we'll be heating up more of this unused space here. So this would be the ideal situation in my opinion. And let's just go back here. And so an alternative to that would be going to an outer perimeter placement of units. So there's one here, one here. We do have a possibility of a TV set being over here, so that's still again a consideration. But if we turn the array on here, you'll see that with the 25 degree tilt, we're not going to be penetrating, having a ray penetrate that TV set if it's back over here. If it's over here on this edge here, occupying this empty space right here, then we should be okay. We won't have any ray hitting that with either one of the applications, or placements rather. So again, these are placed the same 5 foot 6 inches from center to the outside edge, and we're maintaining a 6-inch clearance from this edge here as well as the top up here. Now if we put a, move it over, we have to maintain the 6 inches from both, obviously. Now the reason I don't like this is actually lower, a couple of feet lower than the other application. We're at an angle, so this is the hot spot over here, and even though this ray is traveling all this distance here, so this will be a little bit cooler of a ray, we do have crossover, so this might be acceptable to some, but this is going to be a little bit hotter than I would normally like to have it. But you could put a control system on there or something of that nature. You could put a dual duplex switch on these elements. You can turn one on, one off, something of that nature. But most certainly this would work, and it would be acceptable to most, but I always like to try to give the most uniform heat pattern possible for an application. So that's what I do originally, and then this would be the secondary application here. And in any case, let's go ahead and just turn that off and go back to this placement here. I think this will give the customer a relatively satisfactory application if this would be acceptable. There is going to be a rooftop on top of here, so that might also be something where you won't really see the units that much. Looking up, you'd have to look up to actually see them. Let's go ahead and turn that ray off here for a second. But yeah, you'd have to actually physically look up and really pay attention to what's going on up here to really notice the heater. So in any case, that's what we have for you today. If you have any questions, or if you're looking for a drawing for your application, if you need help on placements, please give us a call. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Thank you very much. Have a great day.